Hey guys, how you doing today? Today I'm going to be showing you what I do when I'm in a hurry. I'm on the go, I've got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it, and I don't want to take a lot of time to do my makeup. So this is what I do on a regular basis. First, I already have a lightweight moisturizer on that has an SPF in it of, I believe, 15 or something. 15 or 18, I can't remember, but it's one of those. And now I'm going to move on to my foundation. I'm not going to worry about brushes with my foundation because I just don't have time for it this morning. So I'm going to use MAC's Select SPF 15 in NW15, which is the lightest shade. That is definitely me. As I've said before, I have very fair skin. One pump is plenty for me. I'm just going to put it on my fingertips, which I've already washed my hands. And then I'm going to rub it in and go ahead and put that on my face, right on my cheeks first. Blend it in well, all over. I meant to clip my hair and totally forgot. So let's just blend it in really softly, making sure to get it everywhere. And what happens when I use my fingertips instead of a brush is it really melts into my skin and it moves a little bit quicker for me. And it seems like whenever I use a brush, my skin gets really, really dry for some reason. So I do prefer to use my fingers most of the time, but not always. Sometimes I like to use a brush. And then once my foundation is all smoothed out, you know, blended well, looking good, I like to take a little bit of concealer, not much because I don't use a lot of concealer and I don't like a lot. And I usually do one dab under each eye. Any little blemishes that I might have or any little areas that might need a little bit more, I put a little bit there. And then I just take my ring finger and I blend that in under my eye, just patting very gently because you don't want to pull that skin too hard. It's very thin, and if you pull it hard, it's just going to hurt you later. So just very lightly patting it. Sometimes if I'm not going to be wearing eyeshadow, which I'm not today, I will put it on the top of my eye, on my eyelid, that is. Same thing on the other side. This part is probably the part that takes a little bit longer because I like to really blend it well. I don't want to have a pale looking spot under my eye. I want it to be blended with everything else. So I blend it out, blend it around that blemish, little spot, and blend it in around my mouth a little bit, which gets red throughout the day. Same thing over here. Just lightly blending and tapping it in around my nose. And then once that is done, that is when I set my foundation because I don't want it to move around or anything. So I'm just going to take MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in light, get a little bit on a brush, and then just buff that on. And you don't have to use a lot. And because I don't like how that brush feels under my eyes, it's a little bit harsh, I like to take a little concealer brush and just pat on a little bit of powder under my eyes. But you don't want to pat on too much powder or it will look cakey, and you do not want it to look cakey under your eyes. So wherever you feel like you need to put that powder. Next I'm going to move on to my contour and blush. And this is Revlon Powder Blush in Sandalwood Beige. It's a little bit of a brown color, which I like. For my contour, I'm just going to take a little angled brush, get some on there, and start it in my cheek, and work my way in, right where my contour should be, right in here. If you don't know where your contour should be, if you make a kissy face, like a fish, you'll see it. So it's right here for me, and once you get used to doing this, you'll be able to find it without doing that face. Same thing on the other side, and blend it out a little bit, pull it down, pull it up. A lot of people pull it up into their temples, on their forehead. I don't need it on my forehead because my hair does cover that, so I really don't worry about it on my forehead. And once that's done, I take a little bit of a cream color base in Pearl from MAC. Looks like that. I get a little bit on the tip of my ring finger again, and I smile real big so my cheeks are real puffy. And then I tap it on right above that, where the sunlight would really hit if I was outside. Right in there, usually where if I was not wearing sunscreen, I would get burned. I don't like getting burned. I always try to wear sunscreen because getting burned is not good. A little bit on the other side. Just enough to kind of give you a little bit of a dewy, glowy look. Right in here, and just tap it in and blend it real well. And the same thing on my nose, just a little tiny bit on my nose. And a little bit on my cupid's bow. Just a little bit, not a lot. And then once that is on, I take a nice fluffy brush with a little bit of a cream color, shimmery but not too shimmery eyeshadow, and I just tap off the excess and I just kind of set it with that right there, and right there. This is when I'm in a hurry, and I usually do this much faster. I'm trying to take my time so I can show you guys. And then I'm going to do my blush in, it's a Revlon powder blush again, and matte is Perfectly Peach. Looks like that. And then I'm just going to take a little powder brush and get a little bit on there, tap off the excess. I don't like a lot of blush. I don't really feel it's necessary. Right on the cheeks and pull it back a little bit. Right on the cheeks, and you just keep pulling it back until you get the look that you want. The more blush you use, the more blush is going to be on your cheeks, so I don't like it too much, just a little bit. Just enough to give you a fresh look so it wakes up your face. Makes your face feel like it's awake. And then with that same brush, since there's not a lot of product left on it, I blend all of these together just a little bit. Usually I use a Duo Fiber brush, which is much softer, but my Duo Fiber brush is dirty, so I will not be using that one today. And I just blend those a little bit. And that is what I do for my face. The only other thing that I do if I'm in a hurry is I use a little bit of an eyeliner on my waterline, and I'm using NYX eyebrow pencil in Sapphire, number 913. I'm going to put a little bit on my waterline, not a lot. I like to use blue because I have very blue eyes, and it kind of makes them stand out just a little bit more. Same on the other side. Oh, I think you can't see me. Sorry. Just a little bit, just to kind of make them feel a little bit more open, and a little bit of mascara. I don't like to use a lot of mascara. My eyelashes are super long, so I can't use like fake lashes or anything because just my eyelashes are too long, so, which is good. I like having longer lashes, so that's very nice. And most people would be very happy with that, so I am. Just taking a little bit of mascara right on the top, and this is if I'm in a hurry. I'm hurrying, I'm not doing a lot, I'm not making sure they're all coated, I'm just throwing a little bit on to run out the door. And some people would throw on a little bit of eyeliner on the top or a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm not going to today. So there is my look. That's it. As you can tell, I've got blush on my cheeks, a little bit of contouring, just a little bit of highlighting, a little bit of eyeliner, mascara, and that's about it. The only other thing that I might do is I might put a lipstick on just for a little bit of extra color. This one doesn't really have a lot of color. This is Linda's Beige from Revlon. I absolutely love Revlon lipsticks. Not Revlon, this is L'Oreal, I'm sorry. L'Oreal lipsticks are my absolute favorite. They smell amazing. I don't know why, but growing up, my mom always used these, and I loved the smell of these lipsticks. And they still smell the same, so I like to use these. Just a little bit. And that is it for my lips. That's my look when I'm in a hurry. So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.